Hey, Shalom Markins. It's Rakam Wakapash from GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video, and getting back on this, on these Sakari dudes, man. These guys don't want the kingdom, man. They want to build their own kingdom. They want to live their life as if they were living in the kingdom right now, just like these other camps, like IUIC. They're all interested in building for themselves so they can live a nice, comfortable life in this world. They're not really their mind is not really on the kingdom, not even a little bit. You know, they're building their own conditions for the kingdom for themselves here in Babylon. You know, he had Sky basically saying, or basically outlined that the Lord might not even be back for like 1,000 years or something, man. So them men are not looking. They're not really looking to hasten the day. They're not really looking for the Lord to come back and bring man into the kingdom. And so they're the type of people that have lost patience in this world, right? Or lost patience waiting for the Lord, and can't be bothered to wait for the glory and all the things that the things that we desire. Like, they're not prepared to wait for it to be given to them by the Lord. They'd rather go get it themselves, man, because they go getters. They go getters. And they're worried about the prestige and you know the fame. That's what they're really into, man. They do this work, supposedly. They don't do it correctly, but they're out there in the eyes and by teaching what they're teaching, right? For their own vain glory, you know. And like I said, that is not an attribute of a man, the Lord. You know, his mind is obviously elsewhere. Okay, he's thinking about the things that he's gonna do here, today, to further himself. To make himself better off. At the same time, picking and choosing what he don't like about the scriptures. you know. So these men, they're not really men of the Lord, man. All right, they're just carnal men. Okay, men of the world. Okay, pretending to be Hebrew Israelites. That's what it is, right? So I want to start off here in Amos chapter 6. All right, I want to start from the top here. Right, it says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion." Okay, these men are looking to make themselves like super duper comfortable. Just like Nate, he's super duper comfortable. Okay, all this money rolling in and all this adoration. People kissing his ass all day fucking long. you know, they're at ease, right? So woe to them, destruction to them, right? That are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. Pass ye unto Calneh and see, and from thence go ye to Hamath the great. Then go down to Gath to the Philistines. Be they better than these kingdoms, or their border greater than your border? Ye that put away the evil day, right? So again, that what Sakai was saying, what Alazar was saying, he not even sure. he ain't even got a firm grasp on what the situation that is around us right now. He hasn't got a firm grasp of prophecy or time. He can't measure the time, right? It's just measured out the time, right? He can't measure the time. He doesn't know how long. And we don't know to the day, how long it's gonna be, how many moments, how many years, or whatever the case may be. But the way he acting, like that prophecy is not happening. Like there's no indication of it. Like this whole Mark of the Beast thing in World War III, that's just gonna be able to be drawn out for 1,000 years, some craziness. Like the Mark of the Beast ain't here already. Like it's not in this generation that we're living in. That this technology is here. It wasn't here in previous generations. Hell, the truth wasn't here in the previous generations. It's this generation, right? Beginning about elders and apostles, right? Their elders and so on, right? This is when the truth's being, revealed to us and given back to us, right? We're in a small window, a small time frame with all this going on. It's not going to be another millennia another fucking millennia, you know, of going through this. Okay, we've been given this truth back for a reason and purpose, right? And everything that's happening is prophetic, and so there, you know, we're just watching for the conclusion of these things, man. But we see them developing. What, you think Esau gonna be developing this MOTB for another 1,000 years? You think he needs to? Just look at the progress he's made in the last 30 years, last 40 years, or whatever. All these industrial revolutions, things have been moving quickly, man, because he have a short time. The devil coming for great wrath because you have a short time, right? Things are happening quickly. It's not gonna take 1,000 years for Esau to get where he wants to get. Look how I have smashed the people already. They're destroyed. They're ready to give up and concede to the new order. You know, these men are ready. So you're just trying to put it off because right now life is good for you. That's all it is. Life's good for you right now, and you don't really want it to end because you don't really believe in the kingdom and how much better that will be. Because you're behaving in a carnal way, in a carnal mindset. Because you don't really want what you got going right now, what you got going on right now to end. That's what it is, right? And again, that's not an attribute, or that's not the mentality of a man of the Lord. You know. So again, ye that put far away the evil day, the day of the Lord, right? Because that's the evil time that we're coming in, the evil day of the Lord, right? The day of the Lord is the time of darkness and not light. Right? It's a time of evil, right? So, as it then cause the seat of violence to come near, right? So you're trying to put that day off, man. You don't really want it to come. Okay, you'd quite happily see out your time here in Babylon under the guerrilla Hebrew, and making this money and getting the respect, wear your fitteds, growing your hair, you know. You're quite happy to stay here and do all that. Okay, but brothers want to get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're sick and tired of this fucking place, man. And anyway, man, fuck it. So yeah, maybe we just want to get the hell out of here, man. Okay, these guys want to prolong their stay, right? This is Matthew chapter 24, and okay, let me just grab this from 44 here. Therefore be also ready, right? We're supposed to be ready to leave now, yesterday, right? Need to be ready. Like I said, you're man putting roots in. He's putting foundations in this place, right? To last the shit out, man. All right, but it says, therefore be also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Right, because he don't know. He's not really paying. He can't be paying attention. If he's saying, "Oh, the Lord might not be back for 1,000 years," essentially, right? He obviously ain't fucking watching. You know what I mean? He's not measuring the time diligently. If he can't see that, he doesn't know. So who then is a faithful and wise servant whom his Lord have made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Right? And you could turn around and say, well, I am out there. We are teaching out there, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, but you're not teaching the truth. So what are you doing? What is it you're supposed to be doing? So what are you doing? Because what it looks like is that you man are just gangster Israelites, right? Who disagree with the scriptures, right? That's just out there trying to make a ton of money. That's what it is like, right? You got images to keep. That's what it looks like. And that's likely what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. But it's so what are you doing? What you're supposed to be doing? You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So you're not really doing anything. You're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? It says, verily I say unto you that he shall make you ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, well, he might not even turn up for 1,000 years. Doesn't that sound like you? Lord delay him. He's coming. We don't know, right? We don't know when he's gonna turn up, man. So, in the meantime, I'm just gonna do what I'm doing, how I want to do it. To hell what the scriptures say, because I'm above the scriptures. I don't care what Paul got to say. I ain't gonna care. He doesn't care about any of the prophets or any of the scriptures, right? If it doesn't say "Thus saith the Lord," I ain't got to listen to it. Boy, you know what I mean? You're just a will to yourself, man. You know what I mean? You're just doing what you want to do. All right. So yeah, it says, if that evil servant shall say in his heart, "My the Lord delayeth his coming," and shall begin to smite his fellow servants. He's just shit talker, right? And to eat and drink with the drunken, right? He just enjoying shit, man. He's just enjoying shit. He's enjoying this world, right? He's in a better position now than he's ever been in his life before being a Hebrew Israelite. Imagine that. Imagine that. Back in the world, he was nowhere near this popular, if you want to call it that, right? Or as well known. Okay, let's put it that way, right? He wasn't making nowhere near as much money, right? Before he got into the truth, he wasn't doing none of this. He wasn't on this level. But all of a sudden, he's coming the truth now. And suddenly, man, he's getting maxed out right now, right? He's enjoying all this shit. Like, he's getting all this money, so he's enjoying bare shit, That's why he can hold Passover at a strip club and shit. He's just enjoying life. That's what he's just enjoying life. Life in this world. He's just enjoying it. But at the same time, parading around as a Hebrew Israelite. These guys are phonies, man. Hypocrites. It should be obvious for all to see, but we know there's a lot of blind of our people out there, so that they ain't gonna see it. They're just, they're gonna be enamored by the dude because he's doing certain things, looking a certain way, acting a certain way. But again, this is and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, "My Lord delayeth his coming," and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him. Like I said, you ain't watching, man. You ain't really looking, right? And in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You're gonna be sorry, right? Pleading for your life and shit. Pleading to the Lord. But there's gonna be no excuses, man. Because like I said, this cat's been a rebellious dude from day one, right? He was taught the right way, and he decided to just throw that all away and teach himself, right? And decide for himself what the scriptures mean and stuff, right? So he's like, to hell with the teachers, to hell with the prophets, to hell with the apostles and the disciples, even like the men in the scriptures. Like, to hell with them. Like, they can't teach me. I know better. I'm the great Alazar, high chief priest supreme. Like, Paul ain't got shit on me. You know what I mean? He's just that type of character. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. Right? He's rebellious, right? He's one of them hard-headed Negroes, hard-headed Israelites, man, that's gonna be destroyed. This is 2 Peter chapter 3. Let me read up. I'm going to read from verse 8, right? It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing," right? And this is something that obviously Alazar is ignorant of, right? "That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise," right? As some men count slackness, right? He's looking at it like, yeah, the Lord ain't going to be here for time. Despite what's going on, prophetically, like, he might not even turn up for ages, man. Like, what was supposed to do? Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Man, don't want to just do the work. Nah, man, like, nah, I need the prize. I need prizes now. I need prizes now. I need glory now. I need all these things now. Riches and treasures and women and thinking about my man from 300, the form dude. Can't remember his name. He was getting offered the riches and the women and women. he's can't. He's meant to carnal with it. So they want the things of this world because they see the Lord afar off and they don't think they're gonna receive no prize. Maybe they're just gonna die and then be like, oh, I wasted my life doing what? They didn't even get nothing for it, you know. But that's not a faithful man. Then, Abraham was promised, a land and the seed and that, but he didn't live to see that. But he trusted in the Lord anyway, right? And the Lord made good on his promise, right? But like I said, these people they don't really see. They're not really prophets. They don't really see nothing. Okay, they're not really men of faith. They don't believe in anything. They believe in money, and money is their god. You know. Rebecca, it says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Okay, all of the elect. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right. So the Lord is gonna come. How was I gonna phrase it? He's gonna come when you're not expecting. He's gonna come to those that are not watching. Okay, those that are not aware. Right, which is the majority of people on the planet. Okay, but the elect are aware. Right, we're aware. Right, Alazar, he's not clued in. Right, he's oblivious to the time he's living in. Right, the prophecies and so he's not staying up to watch, because as far as he's concerned, he might be dead before the Lord comes. So he ain't he ain't happy to sit there and watch, to be a watchman, just to watch for the Lord, watch for everything. He's just, no, I can't bother to wait. Okay, I want to do shit now. So the man's gonna leave his post, right, and do what the fuck he want to do. He's missing out on parties, right? There's things in the world he want to do, so he's missing out on shit. So he's gonna leave his post. He's not, leave the watchman post and just do whatever, because he doesn't believe the Lord's gonna come right now anyway. So, he feels like it's safe to leave his post and just do what the fuck he want to do. But that's when the Lord gonna turn up, and there ain't gonna be no one there. Well, you ain't gonna be there at least, right? So you're gonna get caught, your pants down, It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, right? Pushing that the Lord might not be back for 1,000 years is not godly conversation, man. Because that's not what we're commanded to speak about. We're not commanded to put off the day, or to say it's going to take very long. No, we're supposed to hasten the day. Okay, we're supposed to be teaching the kingdom of heaven is at hand, like near. You know what I'm saying? Not like it's afar off. That's not what we're commanded to do. Okay, so you put in well, you're making people like yourself. People that are disenchanted by the length of time they've been having to wait or to serve. Not that you've been serving that long, mind you. you know, they ain't got shit on the apostles. In it 30, 40 years. Like you ain't served that amount of time. So what you could fucking complaining for, acting out of shape. But that's not right, man. Like to push the idea that the Lord might not be back for 1,000 years, because that, like I said, like brothers and older brothers been saying, that can dissuade people or hurt their faith. You know what I'm saying? For those that are not too strong in that just yet, right? So we're not meant to be pushing that type of stuff. That's just nonsense, man. Okay, for you even to suggest such a thing. All right. So that's not godly conversation. So verse 12 here says, looking for. So we're constantly watching for, waiting upon, right? And hasting, quickening, right? Unto the coming of the day of the Most High and Yahushai, right? Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, right? So we're meant to be trying to bring that day closer, at least in your minds. You know what I mean? Like this is near to come, because it is near to come. It's not afar off. This is what we're supposed to be doing, right? Not teaching that it could be like anytime from now to another 1,000 years. Like what? How many how many generations will there be in within the next 1,000 years? Crazy. You know, this truth is just going to be able to go on for another 1,000 years, despite everything that's going on the earth right now. It don't make no sense, man. It doesn't line up. Like we're not telling you, man, it's going to happen this year or even next year, right? Lord willing, we hope it does, right? Because like I said, we hasten the day. But 1,000 years, bro, that is fucking crazy. To even think that you could be or believe that you could be here for another, well, not that you'd be here or any of us would be here for another 1,000 years, but the fact that it could take another 1,000 years is fucking crazy, right? We watch the prophecies, man. The prophecies give us an indication of how close we are. We can't give you no dates. We can't give you no times, right? We have to simply watch because that's all we can do. All we can do is watch, right? But we know and we can see that we're close, right? There's just no way we could see it going 1,000 years. This is impossible. You know, it don't make no sense. All right. So again, looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. Right. That is a conversation, a godly conversation. Our salvation is near, and didn't the scripture say our salvation is nearer than when we believed? Well, definitely closer than what you believe, Alazar. You know, definitely. All right. And so you're not incorporating these things into your mind, into your spirit. You know, you're just not in tune. But whenever have you been in tune? It was always a wild one. You know, distorted. It says nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. This is what we're looking for. We're not looking for a kingdom here in this world. You know, we're gonna have a little slice of this kingdom where everything's good for us in our little corner in the world. That's not what we're looking for, right? Because let's be honest, man. Despite having you know things in this world, it doesn't bring you any peace, right? It doesn't change the state of the world. Okay, and these things vex us, man. Living in a world like that exists the way it does, it vexes us. You know, dealing with the infirmities, our own selves, our own weaknesses, it vexes us, man. So just because you got some money, you got cars, you got women around you, you got respect from your homies and all that shit, man, it don't mean fuck all to us, man. That shit don't mean shit to us. It doesn't. It's not a remedy for anything that we're doing, that we're going through. Okay, but the kingdom is, you know. So these are the things that we look for, right? And we want it today, yesterday. We want, you know what I mean? But you're trying to put that shit off because you got shit going on for yourself right now. So wherefore, verse 14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, right? Because this is what we want. Be diligent that you may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. An account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation. Long suffering. We're here to suffer. We understand this, man. It's long suffering because to us it feels long because we're in the flesh and we're mortal. You know what I mean? And the years feel long, but at the same time, the years go by quick. You know, but we just want out of here. We're tired, man. We're tired of this fucking bullshit place, and so we want out. You know, shit that's boring as hell, man. Takes long. You know what I'm saying? You ever been at work? You watching that clock? You just want to get out of there, but it's taking long. It's different when you're like occupied, like you're preoccupied, you're distracted, and you think time goes quicker when you're having fun, as they say, right? Time goes quicker, right? It's because we're in this mortal form and we're suffering, man. It's boring as hell. It's dead. This place is dead and boring, right? And we just want it to be over. And we're waiting. We're watching the clock. We're watching it tick down, tick down, tick down, and it just feels long, but it's not. Like ultimately, it's not. When you in the grand perspective of things, it's not, right? But we are required to suffer, so we have to endure all these things and deal with the fact that you're never going to be that guy or you're never going to be rich, or you're never going to be famous, or you're never going to be this, or you're never going to be that. Like, to hell with all of it, man. Like I said, brothers are giving up these things for the Lord, man, because it don't mean shit here. Fame don't mean shit here. Being rich don't mean shit here. You know, we're gonna receive all that in the kingdom, man. And it's gonna mean something if you believe it, right? If you're prepared to wait for it. Yeah. Right. And another thing he mentioned about being doomsday prophet, you don't want to be a doomsday prophet, right? Because like I said, you're not trying to bring about the end. You're not a herald. That's what they're always supposed to do, right? Tell him of the end, right? Or the coming of our Lord, and what are you gonna do? This place has been destroyed, and everyone can see it, or we can see it, right? There's nothing but doom around us. Like, everything is failing, everything's crumbling. Of course, like, what else is there to say? Right now we're just stating the obvious. You know what I mean? Anyone could be a doomsday prophet. You're just stating the obvious because the world's shit. The world's in a shithole, in a shit place. You know? But prophetically speaking, why it's happening? Why is this all happening? Right? Because we're at the end. Right? So yeah, of course, the day of the Lord is coming, man, and it's going to destroy this place. Right? So of course we're doomsday prophets. Like, what else would we be? You know what I'm saying? What kind of prophet are you? Prosperity prophet. One of those ones. No, we're here to preach or to teach the return of our Lord, man, and salvation of His people, and destruction of this of this world, of our from our captivity, from our enemies, right? And everything that's happening in this world right now is it's decay, it's it's failings. I mean, it's pollution and all these types of things, man. They're all in line with prophecy, and this place's destruction. But like I said, well, that's nothing new, right? So let me read Jeremiah 28 verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against kingdoms, of war and of evil, which is a bad time, right? Doom, right? And of pestilences. Preached against them, preaching about war, evil, and pestilences, man. Does that not sound like a doomsday prophet? Is that not what we do? Also, is not the end of the world coincide with America's destruction? And these people's enslavement. Is that not in the scriptures? Of course it is. So what are we supposed to be talking about? This is the godly conversation. We're just speaking about. It's part of it. But they don't want to concentrate on that. They don't want to focus on that. They don't want to talk about Babylon being destroyed. No, because they want to uplift Babylon right now. They want to fleece Babylon right now. They want to enjoy Babylon right now because they're having a good time. They're having a good time, man. Eleazar's having a good time. As long as Eleazar's having a good time, nothing else matters. But that's what we're supposed to do. If you ain't doing that, man, then you ain't doing your job. Right? So the prophet which prophesied peace, like, he trying to act like it's all peaceful. Like, yeah, for 1,000 years, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine and dandy, Nothing wrong here, right? The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. Like, there's no way you could be a prophet of peace right now. Just look at the world, man. Look at what's going on in it. There's no way you could be prophesying peace right now concerning this world. It's just not. Come on, bro. Like I said, that's you're just stating the obvious right now. This place is fucked. Now you can have these optimistics. Oh yeah, we're gonna. This is why it's all about all these politicians always on a campaign about making things better, because things are shit right now. So you might have those optimists. Oh yeah, we can get out of this recession. We can get out of this hole and this all this and that. But that's just hope. They hope in this place. Kind of like how you kind of speaking. You hope in this place. You probably want America to do good so you can do better. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is not what we're supposed. It's not what we're here to be doing. You know, we are doomsday prophets, whether you like it or not. That's what we're supposed to be. Okay, we're preaching against our enemies. What? So we got nice. We got good things to say to them. We got some good news for them. Oh yeah, don't worry, America's gonna be great again. Yeah, Trump's gonna do it for you. America's gonna be back on top. You know, firing from all cylinders. No, we don't want to fucking hear that. You don't want to preach that. We want to fucking hear that. You know, tell this economy. They all fucking collapse. You know, everyone's bank accounts go to fucking zero. Yeah, man. You know, but no, not Al-Azhar though. He wants it to go as long as he can. In 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 43 said, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time." And this is what he's failing to understand or ignoring. This is the end of time. This is the end of the world. This is the end of the age. Okay, this is the end of Esau's kingdom. Right? So, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. Doom and destruction shall come at the end of the time, at the end of this kingdom, right? And the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, because this world is corrupted. Right? It says it's stating the obvious right now, right? Intemperance is at an end, fidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up, right? Because that's what's going to happen at the end of this time. Okay, the truth, fidelity, which is faith, right? That's all gonna be increased after the fall of this kingdom, because beginning with Yahushua, we're going to establish the kingdom of Israel. Okay, and it's going to be ruled by us. All right, so we're going to instill all these things in the earth. All right, no man shall be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. All right, pardon me. It's Luke chapter 12, verse 30. It says, "For all," pardon me, it's like here. So for all these things do the nations of the world seek after, right? Well, no, maybe I should read up just a little bit. You know, clothing and all this kind of business, right? Riches, you know, carnal things, right? All the heathens want carnal things, right? So, for all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things, right? We have need of things, and the Most High knows that, and the Most High provides ways for us to obtain certain things. But there is what's the one I'm looking for? Such a thing as excess. You know, you guys are looking for excess, right? To the point where you forget about your worries. You know, you forget about the Lord, right? You forget about the salvation that you need or that you require, right? Because if you get to the point where you feeling that life is good because you know you getting shit, then you've lost the source, man. You've lost the energy for that, right? You're not really focused on the salvation anymore. It's just like Alazar's not. He's put off he's put off that salvation. He don't need it right now. He don't need it. Right? He's good where he's at right now. He don't need the salvation right now. You know. So his mind is not geared toward that right now. He's thinking about what you're gonna do tomorrow, what you're gonna buy, where you're gonna go, what you're gonna eat. You know what I mean? He's looking forward to doing all these things. What bitch you gonna call up today? All this type of shit. You know? Obviously, he's got to keep up the greater Hebrew act, the Hebrew Israelite act, because that's what's bringing in money in. You know? And that you know gives him his authority because he's a fucking, you know, what's the word, narcissist. He's just fucking, he just, you know, he's full of pride, man. He's gas. You know, he loves being in that authoritative position, right? So you know he does all these things for his own ego. All right. Verse 31 says, "But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High." Right. This is what our focus is supposed to be on, not creating a kingdom, a little kingdom for yourself here in Babylon. You know, But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Right? We shall receive all these things in due time. We know this is not our time, to be great, to live in glory. We know this is not our time. This is not our kingdom. Right? So we're never really going to be on that level anyway. Right? You can fool yourself into believing that you're on that level, because you've got money coming in or whatever, but you're not really ever going to be on that level. Right? But some men are happy with the consolation prize, which, let me grab that. Some men are just happy with the consolation prize. How do I spell it? Consolation. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 24. It says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation, right? You took second prize. You took second place, bro. You copped out. You went for the fast, quick way in it. And that's just not as profitable. Let's be real. Right? Get rich, die trying. Live fast, die fast. All these things. You didn't have the patience to wait it out and do it the right way. Right? And so you copped out, and you've basically sold yourself short by buying into this world. And the things that the world possesses. Right? So you got nothing but a consolation prize. You ain't going to be on the level that you wanted to be, because you see yourself as this great, great person. Right? But the truth of the matter is, you're nobody. Right? And in the kingdom, you ain't going to be looked at like no great person either. Okay, yeah, you're going to have, people going to respect you among the different nations because they fucking have to. Right? You bash their heads in. But among the elect, you ain't going to be on that level. You ain't going to be opening your damn fucking mouth. You ain't going to be fucking opening or closing the doors for nobody. Talk about, he has to let Yahushua into the temple. You're mad. Right? You ain't going to be opening or closing the doors for nobody. Right? But you're just not going to be on that level, even though you look at yourself as that, and you want it so badly that you think, oh, I want it now, and so you position yourself in this world to receive that. Well, you can have it. You can have it. That's fine, but just know you're losing out. You're missing out, right? Because you didn't remain faithful. You didn't have the patience. So again, woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. So, not just, Sakari or Azar or whatever, right? Same way, same thing. Right? These men are trying to make themselves comfortable in Babylon, man. And like I said, their focus is shifted from the truth, or, the truth, the teachings, right? Into doing well in this world. And they're corrupted, and some of them are not even aware. Did I finish this? Back in Luke 12, verse 31, said, but rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, no moth corrupteth. Right? So again, people are out here trying to gather shit for themselves, man. But they're gonna have to. It's all gonna be taken away from them. So is there any point gathering like that? This is why the Lord is speaking about, receiving daily bread. Gathering, is like what? It's like fucking hibernation. Like you got animals out there that gather and gather to last the winter. We're not really operating like that. Like I said, the Lord gives us our daily bread. We're not really gathering to making sure we can last however long a time. It's like you're doomsday prepping for like however long you think you'll need to doomsday prep for. But like, it's just straight up carnal. Everything's just straight up carnal, right? Oh, I'm gonna make sure all this money and all this and that and cars and women, and you want it to last as long as possible. So you're gonna continuously work on that. build up your bank account, build up your fucking garage. You know what I mean? Build up your houses, build, yeah, they're building schools, building your legacy because you want it to last. Like, come on, man, that mentality is wicked. Wicked in this world, at least. Going. That's your go to the world to do these things. This is So for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay, and like I said, if your treasures are here upon earth, man, that's where your heart is. That's where your mind's at. Right, but if your treasures are with the Heavenly Father, that's where your mind's gonna be at, right? But like I said, that Allah's eye, that's not, you know where his mind's at. It's First John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." And how is it that we're told not to love the world, but you got guys out here fiending after the things in the world? You know, they like the things in the world. They like the images of the things of the world. They like the women of the in the world. They like the riches. They're quite obviously obsessed with the things in the world. Oh, we got to have a rap division. We got to make music videos. Obviously, you care about the world. Like, you like the images that it portrays, because you like to you think if you think it's cool, right? Every Jake think it's cool, right? So, but like I say, you like incorporating these things of the world. Like, why? Obviously there's things brothers like and stuff like that, but to be you know that concerned about it, there's something wrong there. Okay, none of us love the world like that. In fact, nah. Love's a fucking strong word. You know what I mean? But literally, we're just getting by on the day by day. You know what I mean? But like, you really enjoy the culture. That's why you want to wear your fitted caps, because it's a part of what you like, and you like it so much. We're not saying you can't wear that hat ever, but when it comes to the truth, man, you don't mar it or mix it with this truth. You know, but you adamant, you stiff head, hard headed, stiff necked in doing all these types of things, man. It's like you have to make money. It's like, do we? Like, on using the truth, like, yeah, go to work, but nah, they don't want to go to work. They want to be gurus and rappers and fuck knows what else, celebrities, TV stars. That's what they want to be. They don't want to hold down a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? They don't want to do that because they're too important for that. you know, they're too great for that. You know, because like I said, none of us are making that type of money from doing 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the money's coming in for these dudes, man, and they're loving it. Right? They're loving it. They don't want it to stop. Right? So again, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For if any man love the world, love of the Father is not in it. You think when I make my money, you think I love making my money? You think I love going to work and fuck no, man. I'm happy that I got a job where I can make money. Kal halal yaba shemir shy for all of that, right? But you think I want to be there? I don't want to fucking be there, man. I should rather be by myself in my house, right? But even better, I'd rather be in the kingdom, you know. But if you're really satisfied by what you're doing, like you're having fun, right? It's all good, it's all cool, right? What are you, what are you complaining about? What is it to complain about? You got everything the way you want it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're making money. It's just coming in. You're just like, yeah, bucks, 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 and all I gotta do is talk my shit. All I gotta do is be the gorilla Hebrew, because you love that ego, that alter ego anyway. You love being that person. You know, come on, man. Anyway, right. Verse 16. Oh, well, in verse 15 off. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Right? These men exhibit these things. You know? They love life. They love life here, in this kingdom, which is corrupted. There's something wrong with that. You speak to brothers on our side of the fence, right? Man, I'm frustrated all damn time with all the bullshit that's going on. You know? Frustrated. Right? You think Anazar's frustrated at all? I doubt it. Is not the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Alright. Let's see how much more I've got left. There's a couple more, right? So Sirach 2:14 says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? Right? And say guys like this have lost patience. Right? They want it now. But you can tell, like I say, he's always been a rebellious cat. He's like a little brat. Right? He wants it now, or he's gonna throw a tantrum. You know? So he hasn't got no patience. Okay, these virtues. But if you haven't got patience, you haven't got faith. That's the point I wanted on that. And just to close up, man, this is from Luke chapter 16, verse 13. It says, no man can serve two masters, right? So you claiming you're serving Yahweh. Don't serve Yahweh Shai, apparently. You don't worship Yahweh Shai. You don't serve him, right? So you just serve Yahweh, supposedly, right? No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, right? So you basically, you say you're a servant of Yahweh, but at the same time you serving the things of this world, right? You can't do both, right? You're ultimately neglecting the Heavenly Father because you're not doing what his son told you to do, right? And so you're all in this world, right? But you use this truth as a vessel, as a conduit to make money, to get the things of this world, because you're covetous. You desire, you lust after certain things in this world, right? And you say you use the truth to be able to get access to these things, but you can't do both. You can't do the things according to the world to get the things in the world and do the things according to the Most High. You can't. They're incompatible. You know, we just read the love of the world is not of the Father. So you can't do both, right? But these men think they can. They think that the world hasn't taken them. You was taken a long time ago, man. You just don't realize it. You never saw it. You man think you're in the truth, but the world's got you, man. All right. Yeah. But that's all I got for this lesson anyway. Lord, when it's a bit edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say shalom.